back in line for the ladies' room? So
Yeah.
I'm time until she gets back. But I'd like to take this opportunity for a segment I like to call Meet the Actors! So why did you become an actor?
Well, my parents didn't love me enough, and this is my way of trying to fill the gigantic hole in my heart.
Yeah, I don't really like acting.
Aww.
Sorry I'm late. Alright, now, to recap. Once upon a time, there was a princess of Christopher who happened to have very talking fish. She was taught by a fisher girl who wished for gold, but instead became a witch who tried to eat 2 children, one of whom grew up to have a daughter who made a deal with the devil and enchantress and a weird little man for her firstborn child, but eventually be locked away in a tower before getting her hair cut off and meeting a prince in a desert. And there were no crab people. Simple, right?
Yeah!
Now, let's continue with our story. You see, the girl who kissed the frog had a mother. Most girls do. Want to know what kind of life you're going to have? Look at your girlfriend's mother, because that is exactly who she's going to become.
Do you ever wonder why you're single?
I know why I'm single. Anyway, please take the time, because my standards are too high. Once upon a time, there was a dwarf.
I prefer little person.
In fact, 2 dwarves.
I prefer dwarf.
Dwarfs worked all day in the mines. I've been working on the railroad.
Mines.
Where's where you were?
Oh, we can't use that song.
I do what I want.
No, it's copyrighted. We can't use it. The mouse will sue us.
Anyway, these dwarves worked in the mines, sang their little song, until one day they came home to find
She's huge! Get her away from me! She's going to eat me!
In those days, most people were cannibals, which explains the witch from before. The first dwarf, however, who we will name Dopey, Slappy, wasn't afraid.
Gar. I like ladies. Baby, I couldn't help but notice that you're in my bed.
Stop! This is a children's story.
Well, I'm gonna cut you up and eat you.
Time out.
What? I'm just doing what my character wants.
You do not get to eat Snow White. You're not the villain of the story.
Oh, look, I've been doing some character work, and Slappy has had a hard life. He's been discriminated against for being a dwarf. I mean, he works in the mines all day. He's got like the black lung, you know, and he hates the world. He hates it. He does not. And he wants revenge on the humans who have wronged him. So when this giant chick comes and sits in his bed, dinner time.
We are going to do the story as written. Snow White cooks and cleans for the dwarves, then she gets poisoned by an apple. Then a prince shows up, and maybe we should just let him rewrite the story.
I don't think so. I don't like the look of him. Okay, I got another one. I was cursed by a witch, and I now have supernatural powers.
Besides, some of the originals are bad.
Oh, really? These are classic stories. Classics! And now I can animate zombies. I've always wanted to animate zombies.
Classic, huh? Let me show you a classic. Here we go. Number 191, Lee and Lisa.
Never heard of it.
Are we going to see Beauty or Snow White?
She's alive! If I'm a princess, shouldn't they be doing the cooking and cleaning for me? Stop it!
Okay, we're doing a new one. Lee and Lisa.
Am I beautiful?
You're Lee.
Have you ever tried ingesting table eggs? It really cleans it out on the inside.
Once upon a time, Lee and Lisa lay in bed with husband, mom, Lord.
Do I get to be Long Lawrence?
Yes.
My dear husband.
Try to sleep, woman!
Planned wit.
What if we took the cow out into the field and try to get her to have calves? And then we could sell those calves at the market, and we could use that money to buy more animals so we wouldn't have to starve anymore!
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of work.
That's because you're lazy.
You know what? Quit your whining! Come down! And she died! The end! Is that really what it says?
Yeah.
Right. Here. The book is upside down. And that story sucks.
Can I go back to being a sleeping beauty now? It's a lie!
I thought you were supposed to be Snow White.
We're both white. Can you really tell the difference between us anyways?
What I'm trying to say is, these stories need a little spicing up here and there, you know, a new angle, a new way of putting them together. Oh, I know. How about we put together a big budget musical told from the perspective of the witch? Or we could just follow the dwarf's lead. Oh, fine, I don't care, you know. It's not like I'm the narrator or anything. Just let this dwarf come and take my place. That's cool.
Sounds good.
Hey, I didn't mean you should actually.
You'll be dwarf blood. You're a dwarf too. And they're married. Can I still be Snow White? You're whatever you want to be, honey. Oh my god, that is disgusting in so many ways. Once upon a time, there was a house full of dwarves. And these dwarves worked in the mines beneath the surface of the earth and swore revenge on the upworlders.
Curse you, upworlders.
And they came home to find a beautiful girl sleeping in their bed.
Hey, look, a giant hottie.
She's huge. She's gonna eat me. Run for it.
Hold on, dwarf number 2. I'm tired of running. I'm tired of being a supporting character. This is my time. You see, I happen to be quite brilliant and know for a fact that this giant hottie has been cursed to sleep for 100 years.
I thought that was the Sleeping Beauty story.
From my perspective, they both look the same. And the only way for this giant hottie to wake up is to receive a kiss from her true love, me.
Aren't you a little too young and girly to be her true love?
Well, if I was a frog and I kissed her, she'd love me forever, right? So I just happen to be a dwarf. Big deal. She's gonna grow to love me.
And with that,
I'm not really comfortable with the kissing part.
oh no, go ahead, make out with the woman in the corner.
This is like a Lifetime movie! Oh, can I shake her hand or something?
Oh, please! I don't think she brushed her teeth!
I brush my teeth.
What's this little ring over here? It's disgusting!
Sorry, that was me. The beef is just tearing at my insides.
Can we get back to the story, please? I'm sorry. You're ruining my magic! I'm sorry! Fine. It was love at first sight. You're a dwarf.
Yes, I am the mighty dwarf Slappy, and I rescued you from the curse that was forcing you to sleep for 100 years.
I wasn't under a curse. I was just tired.
I am your true love.
This is where you break out of the song.
I don't have the words.
That's alright. I wrote them down for you. I've been working on this for a very long time. I think it's pretty good. Okay.
There once was a crown found in the night with a man about 4'2". He had a beard and a big red nose, but I loved him, and no one didn't care about
This is disgusting! I'm a modern woman! You're never going to live happily ever after then. We are going to tell the story by all right now!
Oh, come on now. No, everybody's telling the story.
You're gonna need me anytime soon.
Yes, we're starting over right now! Once upon a time, there was a beautiful girl. You're going to be the new Snow White now! You better make me look good!
Really? I've always wanted to be Snow White. I remember my 5th birthday party. It was a dress-up party. And people came as Boba Fett and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and that weird thing from the McDonald's commercials. But I was Snow White, and I was so pretty, my little dress and wig and tiara. It was the best day of my life. Until my mom told me I was a boy. Of course, she'd been dressing me in clothes since.
And moving on,
And she was the most beautiful girl in the entire kingdom.
I am. I'm the prettiest.
But her stepmother was jealous.
Snow White.
Stepmother.
I see on your face.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
Well, I do believe you're putting on weight.
Not on these curves, sister. These curves are tight and streamlined like a racing yacht owned by Hugh Hefner.
Pluck your eyebrows and leave it puffy.
These eyebrows are sculpted like a block of clay in the hands of a blind god of sculpting eyebrows. Who comes up with this stuff?
Just go with it.
And just then, the stepmother once engaged upon a magic mirror.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all?
well, it's certainly not you.
Curses!
That's a good idea. You should try that.
Meanwhile, Snow White had other plans.
Mirror, mirror hanging on black hooks. Why should I be judged by my looks?
Fashion magazines.
But I'm so much more. I have brains, martial arts skills. I'm going to one of the 7 sisters after I graduate from high school, where I'm going to double major in social psychology and women's studies.
Okay. I only answer to rhyming well. Besides, those aren't actually real names.
Hanging over there. How do I make the young people care?
You put it in a music video with hot girls.
That's not a really good idea.
Just then! It was her stepmother.
Stepmother?
Snow White.
Snow White?
Stepmother.
Spare Snow White. For I have a lot of money to them through a lot of plastic surgery the past few years. My bust points no I sucked vacuum to erase every visible trace of life experience in the past 27 years. And now, I am more beautiful than either of you.
Not quite.
Dang! Well, how about an apple as a peace offering?
Stepmother, when are you going to learn that we women should not be judged by our surface beauty, but rather by the contents of our brains?
That's just stupid.
Well then, how would I take out my martial arts skills?
Oh, it's on.
Hey, I was just in the neighborhood looking for a girl at home and I hang out with you. Whoa! Chicken fight! I'm a damn trouble of good versus evil. Purity versus corruption. I'm so fine, Olive!
I shall transform myself into a black dragon!
Are you really serious? Are you seriously doing that? That was in the Sleeping Beauty movie!
How are we doing Sleeping Beauty?
No!